Hello, it's me, Dad. The mic works better when it's unmuted. Welcome to today's stream. Today we're going to be playing some more Dredge, and we're going to go explore the DLC for the Pale Reach. I beat the game the other day, not on stream, but I mean, it's a good game, and if you're at all interested in playing it, I would recommend it, and let you find out the ending yourself. So, past that, we're going to go ahead and get into the game, and break my controller. And we're going to get to the game. And hopefully my controller still works. And I've ruined my blurring. Everything's going so well. There we go. Well, we'll figure it out. That's really annoying. I'm gonna buy myself a green screen at some point. Or perhaps one day I can be successful enough that I can afford to have a actual room in my house dedicated to streaming instead of streaming in my living room and just kind of winging it, because that's where I'm at in my life. But here we are. Alright, so before we go off to a new place, let's see what's going on in my inventory. I'm gonna ditch all these. I'm also gonna strap a regular trawler to my thing, because I assume we're not going to be going through many ooey gooey puddles, so it's probably not super relevant to our goals. As you might have noticed, my ship is bigger and better than ever, which is exciting. Trawler. Time of day? Sure, why not? You're gonna make me move stuff. That's no fun. Whatever, I need to move this anyways. So, we'll get on a proper trawler, and we will clear out our inventory a little bit. Some of this stuff is useful, most of it isn't. Not super concerned. In fact, I will go ahead and sell these trinkets just to get them gone too, because my storage is looking pretty sad. La 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 la. I'm having such a hard time thinking today. It's awful. My brain is mush. Got all my research stuff done. Hopefully there's something interesting I can use the research upgrades for. I know I can take them to the rig and turn them into some other knickknacks, but I'm don't have much desire to do that right now, but maybe eventually. Boat's going very nice and fast. It's been a couple days and I forgot that my upgrades actually were worth something for a change. La la la, doubloons and stuff sold for much money. Hooray. Before I go off to a new place, I should probably be slightly less crazy, so we will do that. As far as I know, this is the Pale Reach. I suspect it's not anywhere else, but I really couldn't say, to be honest, so we will go ahead and go south, and if it's not there, we will figure it out. But until then, that's the plan. And we'll also speed things up with the power of magic. Boat magic. What? It's just a whale. I had a very bad time the other day with a big old nightmare creature in the water, and I did not like, would not recommend. So hopefully there's less random horrible Leviathan death in our future, but if it happens, it happens. What do you want? I thought I did. I thought I did all these, which I did. I just never updated my marker, and I paid the price for it. My boat's just ever so slightly too fast, which makes stopping it a problem. Arguably the wrong time of day to come find a new place, what with the fact that I can't actually see anything, but here we are and we'll make it work. Hello! I have a boat. Traveling merchant. Down here to already off to a bad start. Down here to investigate the ice field too? It seems to have appeared out of nowhere. My best guess is that it drifted up from the south. Either way, I thought I should set up a pontoon here, but when I went to stake my claim, I noticed some old equipment on the ice. Come and check it out when you get a second. In the meantime, I've got some new rods for sale. They'll be perfect for fishing in the ice around here. Trawl net fraying, crabs cutting themselves out of your crab pots. Why don't we fix them up? I do need some repairs, actually, for some reason. You can do ice and oceanic. You can also do ice. Alright, so what is it that I absolutely need? Sophisticated hook design allows it to break through submerged ice. They seem to both do the exact same thing, so... I really don't want to give up my random junk, but I feel like I have to. So for now, I'm gonna get the this one, because I like its square shape better than the alternative. And we will just go ahead and put this into storage for now, which is a tragedy. I like that thing. But here we are. Icy worksite. The traveling merchant has crossed over to the nearby iceberg as inspecting some old pieces of metal. You approach. It's so weird. The stuff seems old. Like, really old. She kicks a large sheet of metal, half embedded in the ice. A thin layer of snow dislodges, revealing lines of rivet holes. And come in here, look. You follow her into a small makeshift shelter, ruined by years of harsh weather. Inside are some schematics nailed to a table, still barely legible. See how they angled these sheets, and the line of the metal around the bow? Whoever was here, I think they were constructing an icebreaker. Could you make another one using these plans? Probably, but let me see. She trudges outside again and paces the length of the metal scraps in the ice. We've got most of the basic materials here already, but of course we're missing some of the most crucial pieces. An icebreaker needs specially tempered, angled metal, as well as components designed to minimize the impact to your hull. I can't see any of those here, but whoever left all the stuff here, maybe left other pieces elsewhere? Or maybe you'll be able to find their old ship and salvage the icebreaker they already built? That would be convenient. Anyways, to build a new icebreaker, these are the parts we'll need. It's a lot of different things, but sure. Hey again, come by for a chat. What is this place? I'm not exactly sure yet, but I have a theory. Have you heard the legend of the Pale Reach? It's an old sailor's tale. The story goes that when the fog grows thick enough, the ice appears, seemingly out of nowhere. Hours later, or sometimes days, it vanishes again without a trace. Back in the olden days, they sent a survey expedition to investigate. Apparently returned with half the crew, either for mutiny or madness. Travel on the high seas in those days will do that to you, I guess. Anyway, I'm not sure about this place. It could just be regular old ice. Why not? Alright, let's find boat stuff. Well, my map is completely useless, so we're doing boating the old-fashioned way. I just heard some cracking ice, which is very suspicious. Ice fish. One of few vertebrates with transparent blood. Its glassy flesh blends in with the surrounding ice. That's cool and weird. I'm gonna stop fishing before I depopulate these. I don't know why. Oh good. It's one of you. I'd also go buy some explosives, damn it. I should take some of my engines off. That's just arguably a terrible idea, but I'm going to be doing a lot of very close ship maneuvers, I suspect. Why did I come here? I was going to do something here. Explosives. The fish I caught pretty much exactly covered my repairs, so a net neutral trip. I'm guessing those ice need the icebreaker to get through, because it seems like the explosives don't trigger anything particularly interesting to happen. But only one way to find out. A toothfish. As one of the largest fish inhabiting sub-zero waters, this voracious predator fills the same ecological niche that sharks do. Cool. Sure. Why not? This is just more of those ice fish. Ooh. Thawed ice fish. Globs of flesh drip from this fish, its departure from the icy waters causing an instant, irreversible reaction. Well, that's deeply unpleasant, but I mean, that's dredge for you. It's a boat. A little boat. A little boat. Hey, it's you. Fisherman. I didn't expect to see you this far south. Well, this is a fortunate turn of events. There's a narwhal somewhere in this ice field. I couldn't get any further in, so I've been trying to take a picture from here with no luck. I tried placing some scraps of fish on an ice sheet over there to entice it, but it didn't have enough to hold its attention for very long. I only caught a glimpse. I don't suppose you have any fish you'd be prepared to donate in the pursuit of wildlife photography. Fill the space entirely with any fish you like. I can't imagine the narwhal's too picky. Well, I don't need any money anymore, so you can have all of these. But it's not gonna be enough. So, that's unfortunate. Well, I happen to know where there's some more fish. Ha ha ha. I don't think that's quite enough, so let's get one more fishy fish. And we're already here. Might as well get all these in case that I remembered wrong and then I need more fish. And I don't have to swim all the way back. More fish. I'll also take back my wibble fish. What's with the music? Why did it get a lot angrier all of a sudden? That's perfect. Now cut your engines. We need to wait in complete silence. Waiting in silence. Shh, I think I hear something under the ice. Yeah. What on earth was that thing? I'm not sticking around to find out. Yeah. That's some bad juju there. The photographer is hurriedly packing camera equipment into boxes. She seems very on edge. You know, that was no regular narwhal. It seemed voracious and hyper-aggressive. Animals like that tend to be very unpredictable. These ice fields aren't safe for that thing around. You should consider turning back. I'll be out of here as soon as I've packed my things away. Cool. Well, I'll have you know that danger is my middle name. It was a poor choice. I much prefer safety, actually, if we're being honest. I heard like a heartbeat thing, which is obviously not great. I wonder if I am tempting the narwhal by getting more fish in my inventory. If I was a sadistic programmer, that's how I would do it. A wolf fish. While not predatory towards other fish, they use their formidable teeth to crush mollusks and crustaceans. Cool. Hello. Leaving fish here would probably attract that monstrous narwhal. Well, that's fine. The photographer's like, you should probably get out of here. I was like, I'm gonna feed it some more. No more fish will fit on the pile. That looks like a Digimon. I don't want to be attacked by it, but I do find it kind of amusing. That should keep it satisfied, at least for a little while. Don't hit the thing. Oof, that was close. I mean, I kind of feel like I should just deplete everything as I go by, if I'm honest, because, like, if it's gonna be weird about it and make me put more traps out and stuff, I might as well do that. I also feel like having my inventory a little bit more accessible is probably a good sign too. Oh, and I should have put out those crab pots. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. But we got lots of pretty fishies, and that's something. Presumably, there's a reason we're out here. No. No. Also no. Come on. Okay, it just went away. That's new. Hey, it's a thing. I did a bad job. Neat. Icebreaker bracing. What in the fuck are you? Something very bad has happened here. You dock against a small platform of ice formed around a gigantic clawed hand. You are not the first to find this place. Remnants of a long abandoned camp litter the ice. Let's go to the frozen equipment first. You rummage through a small pile of equipment in the snow. Most items are stuck fast in the ice, but inside a small backpack you find an old journal. Which entry do you want to read? 2nd of June, 1847. Captain ordered us to make camp on the ice in the center of the lagoon. After we saw those lights in the ice, everyone's got treasure on their minds. Treasure hunting isn't exactly what the expedition was commissioned for, but given that the captain gets the lion's share of whatever we find, it doesn't surprise me that he's willing to bend the rules a bit. We'll start digging after the camp's done. Which entry do you want to read? 4th of June, 1847. Spent the day digging down the ice. Shovels and ice picks. Can't remember the last time I was this tired. We were only allowed 2 short breaks all day. Down in the pit, as I rested my back against the ice, I started hearing something. It was different to the sounds of the picks. They were short and sharp. This was a low rumble from deeper down. On my first break, it was occasional, only a few each minute. By the second break, it had quickened like a heartbeat. Yeah, it's like what I heard. 5th of June, 1847. The captain overheard me telling some others about the sound I heard in the pit. Before I knew it, I was in front of his desk, sure I was about to have my pay docked. To my great surprise, he seemed to know something of it already. He was keen on hearing it described over and over. He wants me to help locate the source of it. When he pressed me on it further, I said that it did seem to be coming from the east. Tomorrow, we are setting off to see if we can find it. Perhaps I shall get a bonus after this is done. I'm done reading. An unnatural spire of ice stands above the scraps of snowed-over equipment. A dark shape twists within. Place an ear to the ice. An anguished voice cries from deep within the ice. Help me, frozen so many years. Free me. Please break the ice. Well, I don't see any problems with letting out a creepy frozen man. I was about to get got by a giant monster. Who are you? I am the boatswain, the expedition, the terror. Please break the ice. What happened? The figure contorts through painful shapes. We saw lights dancing in the ice. Dug deep, didn't know. I heard it. The heart beating under ice. The cracking, waking, the noises in the east. I went. The captain brought him here to find it. The hand in the night, shadow of claws. The darkness shrinks. I turned away. Just a moment. The pain, the claws, my back so cold, so dark under ice. Please break the ice. Yeah. Silence it. You must shatter. Well, I can't. Okay, well. Nope. Fish doesn't work. Couldn't break it with a fish. Please break the ice. Yeah, I'll be back when I can do that, I guess. In the meantime, you stay cool. Yeah, fuck. Getting a lot of these fish. I should probably stop swimming or fishing. A hinged wolffish. Teeth interlock through flesh to create a brutish trap. Countless yet will meet their doom in the deep. Cool. I should definitely get back to the tradesman. But I don't have a good way of doing that quickly. So I guess we're gonna go all the way around. This is nothing. This is something. Let's see what you are. A lizard fish. I'm gonna have to make room. Move you here. Move this here. We'll move this there. It's gotta be something we can do. I'm just gonna discard you. Goodbye. I kind of want to try again to see if I can get a aberration version of it, but I suspect that's not going to pan out for me. Also, there's got to be a better way to do this. There we go. I'm going to not do any more fishing, even though I'm very curious, because that is just a bad idea. So, here we are. Just a little bit more looking around. No. I wonder if the tradesman is gonna charge me for delivering these back. And hey, look, another thingy. Maybe I can put stuff in storage. Or there's more frozen people, too. That's exciting. A cold wind whistles through the doorway of the only cabin still standing. Behind it, a frozen-over dig site is littered with tools and debris. That's cool. I'm gonna put these away for no reason. And you, because I really should have done better. But here we are. Frozen cabin. You enter the small cabin, the door long since fallen from its hinges. A rotting table sits inside. A crudely drawn map of the area has been charted onto a scrap of paper. You attach it to your own map. A large book sits on the table. It's well worn from the passage of time, but you can still read the words Captain's Log etched into the cover. You open the book, its frozen spine cracking from the first time in decades. Which entry do you want to read? 30th of May, 1847. Arrived at the floating sea ice amidst a particularly thick fog. A few channels could be seen leading to the ice, though sizable chunks flowed in our way, posing a hazard. I have ordered us to moor against the outer ice wall while the engineers make adjustments to better prepare the vessel. Which entry do you want to read? 1st of June. The vessel was pursued by a particularly aggressive narwhal. Some men placed fish in the ice nearby in an effort to distract it. It appeared to work, though only for a time. It resurfaced and needed satiating repeatedly. If we can't find a more permanent solution to the beast, we'll have to make sure we keep enough fish on hand to placate it. Well, I don't even know how to do that. As I lay falling asleep, the most almighty voice spoke unto me. It resounded from the thick ice below, at once both powerful and ethereal. There was no mistaking this as a trick of the wind, nor a jest by the crew. It did not pause for a response or acknowledgment, but whispered a cryptic prophecy. At first I could not make sense of it. 3 listeners shall hear the heart, and that I should indulge these listeners. It spoke of boundless wealth from the stars, and eyes opening unto the world. The rest of my sleep was feverish, and my mind was plagued with the sound of the voice. It spun in my head, echoing even louder. In the morning, the boatswain and the navigator came to me separately, claiming they had heard a sound like a heartbeat, as the men were digging yesterday. They indicated a desire to explore the eastern and western reaches of the ice field. I shall indulge them. Ice shard. Hey. Light pierces through the ice, intensifying and concentrating into a glow in the center. A dark form takes shape against the light. Place an ear to the ice. A distorted voice echoes from within. Don't disturb the ice. Who are you? Captain, the expedition, chart the ice field, appeared suddenly through the ice. What happened here? It whispered, promised stones from the stars. It knew 3 would hear the heart beneath the ice. The voice grows louder. It commanded 3 listeners, 3 sacrifices, for 3 eyes. I obeyed, but a 4th now sees, forever futile. The shadow is silent for a time. Slumbering, still, should leave. It sees you before it whispers. Do not risk breaking its senses through the ice, through the shadows. No hope. Alright, bye. I think it would be best to go back to the pontoon before we get too excited about exploring. But we're here, so might as well take this with us anyways, so. And hey, we've got a map now, which will help us quite a bit, I'm sure. I believe this is the way back, but if it's not, I'll just get lost, and then we'll deal with it from there. Yep. I already did a bad job. What is the goal here? Looks like someone built a feeding station for that monstrous narwhal. Perhaps its appetite will be satisfied by an offering of fish? No fish for you. Man, I'm doing a bad job. I gotta figure out the way out of here. It looks like just go north mostly, but there's a problem with that. Is this right? Maybe. Also a problem of coming and exploring in the middle of the night, so... But these do seem familiar. You... That makes me very angry. If I gently drift into, like, some ice, I don't think it would actually do damage to me, but fine, whatever. Market. Enjoy. Let's get you on there. And then also you. Okay, so that's that. I'm gonna put down these fishing crab pots things and repair my ship. And then we will head on out. I will also put on my trawling net because I keep forgetting to do that. It's a pretty deep place. And it seems very much like my trawling net is completely ineffective, so that's also exciting. I see a thingy over there. So, the plan is, I guess we'll go there. And they also talked about indulging the people to the east and west, so that seems as good a place as any to start. That's the narwhal, right? And I guess we'll go east. Oh, it's coming for me. That's not good. I'll get you a fish. Just don't hit me, please. Ha! Who's afraid of a narwhal? Not me. Not I. Although I do need some more fish to prevent narwhal death in the future, I imagine. So, did I go here by accident last time, or what? What's going on? I probably should have paid closer attention to what direction I was boating in earlier. Yeah, this was just the claw. Okay, so I'll head back to the middle. We will go southish. Don't know why the game is taunting me with little whirlwinds. Seems rude, but here we are. Okay. West it is. I suppose the silver lining of this is that the ice seems relatively straightforward. Okay. Well, that's fine. We can make this happen. Better than it coming after me anyways. I wonder if I can buy like an ice trawler thing. That might be nice. It's a goblin shark. That thing is awful. Using a long snout and protruding jaws, this shark snatches its prey in the darkness. Okay. This is just wood. I don't need wood. Ooh, an astral ice fish. Constellations of light dance through its body, stitching fin to flesh and spine to bone. I don't like it. You can be not here, horrible thing. Ugh. Using haste here is obviously a terrible idea, but I would very much like to have this thing not attack me. I am also going to not have the appropriate dimensions for fish. That's really frustrating. I'm going to just try to go find another little fish, I guess. It doesn't matter. Ooh, I would love to read you, but I'm very concerned about the narwhal. Crystals of ice pierce through its body, distorting scales, teeth, and fins. A fractaline ice fish. It's possible I lucked out because it's daytime, but still. That narwhal is giving me grief. No more fish will fit on the pile. Thanks. That should keep it satisfied, at least for a little while. Sure. Why wouldn't it? Are you anything? No, just more ice fish. I mean, I'm sure I'll need them again for something, if nothing else, to keep the narwhal at bay, so might as well get some of these. Hey, another one. That's nice. That seems good. Another makeshift camp. Ah, my. 1 second. Wait, do I not remember how to drink? Another makeshift camp constructed in the shadow of a frozen clawed hand. Someone was seeking these out. Frozen equipment. There are very few pieces that still remain. Whoever made camp here was poorly prepared. Inside a small bag you find a leather-bound journal. Which entry do you want to read? 4th of June. The men spent the whole day digging. They passed up chunks of ice, some as brilliant as crystals, others of deepest blue, more beautiful than sapphires, but none held the glow we had seen in the night. However, I did note a disturbance in the ice to the west. It began as a periodic distant rumble. As the men dug deeper down, the pulsing quickened, strengthening until I could see the ice shifting on the surface. I shall have to inform the captain. It may well be that the narwhal creature we saw earlier, though this did seem much larger. As I write this, I can already feel my eyes closing. It will have to wait until the morning. 7th of June. This morning, the captain appeared out of the fog, rowing alone. Apparently the boatswain remains at a camp in the east, waiting for nightfall. They were unsuccessful in their search, but it does make sense that the lights would be more visible at night. Tomorrow we're journeying together to the west, towards the shifting ice that I reported. We are alone on a small island of ice. After hours of rowing through narrow channels, it rose through the fog, a gargantuan monstrous claw reaching from the deep. Whatever creature it once belonged to must be long dead, as the claw is frozen solid. I wanted to turn back immediately, but the captain insisted we investigate. He's on edge, his head turning this way and that, listening for the slightest sound. He is convinced something will happen after dark. As the last light of the cold sun fades, I have the sense that this will be a long night. Yup. An unnatural spire of ice stands above the scraps of snowed-over equipment. A dark shape twists within. Place an ear to the ice. A voice calls out, distant and distorted. Trapped forever, this prison, get me out. Break it, somehow, free me. 1 second, man, cough. Who are you? The navigator. Find safe passage, chart the ice. It came from beyond. Break it, somehow, free me. What happened? The digging, the cracked ice, like a web, awoke the ice heart. I told him, whispers in the west, took the boatswain east, returned alone. The dark figure shudders, sending vibrations through the ice. The next day, rode here. The captain saw the claws, gripped my soul. He insisted, made camp, shadow of the beast. Waiting for the stars in the night, I saw his shape suddenly swallowed by the cold in the dark. He left me. Break it somehow. Free me. Yeah, I'll get right on that. But first, big boat, big boat, big boat. The goblin shark should count as an aberration, because it is. It's an affront to nature and the world. I don't enjoy looking at it. Boat stuff acquired. And I believe I need to go north to get back to the fish lady. I should probably remember what her actual title is at some point, because I keep forgetting. But Fish Lady is just about as accurate as it needs to be, so Fish Lady is... Hey, crabs. Ooh. A king crab, believed to be descendants of hermit crabs, their asymmetric bodies spiral to fill a long-lost shell. Weird. With an eye spot at the end of each arm, these stars of the deep crawl through the dim light, congregating together. These are sea stars, apparently. More of those. Yes, I know. Conk. And I have all the money in the world, so there's really no good reason for me to keep doing all this, but maybe I'll get a weird aberration version. Who knows? Also, still kind of mad that my trawling net doesn't do anything here. I guess that's fine, it makes sense, but let me see if there's a better trawling net I can get. So I did, like, upgrade a bunch of stuff so that I could have a better one, but I'm gonna guess that none of them are for ice. Hey, look, there's one for ice. That's fantastic. Tempered mesh net, brittle net, heavy duty net. Well, you know what? Doesn't matter. It will accomplish the task I needed it to, so hooray for that. We can also put you back, and we will sell all these fishes, and then we will install the boat thing. That's everything. Let me just warm my hands up a little, then I'll get started. Alright, I think that should do it. Icebreaker. Equip the icebreaker. That's the achievement I just got. The front of your ship can now break through chunks of ice. Go ahead and test it out. I'll be watching from here. It's out, right? Yeah, okay, we're good. Ooh, what are you? King's Wreath. A clockwork crown of claws. A cycle of succession in the deep. I mean, that's awful. Ooh, awful. Fallen stars. An assembly of asteroids conjoined in the dark. Finger-like roots stretched down through the substrate. Wow. Something that most things don't even come close to is having like weird existential terror from fish and stuff, or just like these aberrations. Like, they're just weird and awful and unpleasant to look at and think about. And like, even in horror games or whatever, that you don't really get that. You get like gore or whatever, and that's unfortunate to look at, but it's not the same as like, that thing shouldn't exist. Oh, I forgot to mention, just let me know if you want to temporarily remove that icebreaker. I can swap it out at my pontoons. Don't know why I would want to do that, but okay. What's going on over here? I've been looking through the schematics we found before, and there are plans here for another device too. They're for an ice shaper. That's different to your icebreaker, by the way. It's for cutting chunks of ice. If you find the missing device, I'll be able to use the machine to harvest ice blocks for refrigeration. The blocks of ice can be packed into your cargo to slow fish spoilage. Pretty handy, huh? This is what's missing for the ice shaper. It's the ice shaper. Okay. Very cool. Please don't lazily drift into the ice. Me. Do better. So can I just break all this? Oh, that's good. I was worried for a second there I was about to just crash right into, well, a bunch of ice. Why am I fishing for you? I don't need any of this at all. I just simply won't learn. Ice shaper, used to cut and shape ice chunks, used for refrigeration. That's pretty fun. Give me a weird one. Ugh. I regret it. Take it back. Grizzly shark. Errant teeth push through failing skin. A single mouth is not enough. Just awful. Well, I mean, might as well give back this, ice shaper, because I just got it, and maybe she'll tell me some new things I can get. Seems pretty rude that the thing spawned, like, right in front of me, but whatever. I'm just gonna let these fill up. I don't feel like emptying all these over and over again. I see, work site. You really found it. How on earth do you actually locate that stuff down there in the deep, anyway? Let me slot this blade in here, and yeah, that seems right. I think it's ready to start cutting. Blocks of ice coming right up. Cool. That works pretty well. Here, these are on the house. I think you mean I will always give you more ice blocks, because I gave you the thing for that, but whatever. Extends the shelf life of fish and other ice blocks. More ice is more effective up to a point. That's interesting. From now on, I'll be able to stock some of these ice blocks on my pontoons. Thanks, partner. They should be free for me. Oh, I also don't need you. I'm gonna send it to storage. Because I have this terrible feeling that at some point I'm going to say, I don't need them anymore, and I will try to just sort of offload them, and then the game will be like, you need 6 of these, because that's usually how things work. Oh yeah, and then also that guy was like, don't break the ice. It hates it. It hates when you break the ice. And on that note, I should be able to ram my boat into all these frozen guys and set them free. That seems only fair. Hey, I needed one of those. Ah, shit. Ice axe. Cracked at the handle, the teeth are coated in frozen blood. That's good. I'm going to boat over here to the eastern terminus, and maybe look over there as well for more sparkly stuff. But either way, I'll exit out from the south and then travel over to here, because I haven't been there yet, and might as well fully explore this place before I start freeing those people. And I probably should also not idly ram myself into all the ice blocks when the game explicitly told me not to do that. But I love it. I need it. Another one? Do they break after one use or something? Yeah. That would be my guess. Yeah, where you at now, Narwhal? Big man, gonna come after me, huh? That's what I thought. Conk. They shouldn't have made it so satisfying if they didn't want me to do it all the time. Is this anything? Seems like something. A translucent spire of ice stretches down into the darkness. A pulsing glow rises from the deep, illuminating 4 round sockets. I don't even know. I'm sure we'll figure it out at some point. Looks like there's another thing over there, too. And my wife is much smarter than me, and let me know that, apparently the way you get to read these rocks is you be crazy. Which is such a simple thing to do, but, I just didn't know before. It was very frustrating. Ooh, that's awful. What are you? Stargazer. Eyes turned upward, it lies in ambush looking to the sky for falling food. Cool. Let's go and get crazy. Ooh, a feral lizardfish. A bipedal body burgeoning with primitive limbs, preparing for an ascent. That should do it. Yes? No? Not quite crazy enough, huh? Come on. I'm pretty crazy. You don't gotta be like that. How many rocks do I have to break before you say I'm crazy, huh? Huh? All of them? Some of them? I should also probably, put these... or sell these, but, I don't need money. That's very satisfying. Not today, Gale. Also, I was under the impression that this makes you go more crazy, but I think it just, makes you go faster and can burn out your engine. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I did try to use it to make myself crazy before, and it accomplished pretty much nothing. A sleeper shark. Gliding through the cold, dark depths, this shark is an excellent stealth predator. Individuals can live in excess of 400 years of age. How do they prove that? Yeah. 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 There's a big old creepy eye. Somebody really ought to do something about that. But not before I get another thing. Wait, what just happened? Catch an exotic aberration. Did it, because of the goo, change? Is that a thing I can do? That's cool. There's not going to be any easy way for me to make this happen, huh? I'm going to just discard this lizard fish, because I don't feel like dealing with it. Here we are. But let's see this. Sleeper's Torment. A nightmare seeker. A death dreamer in a waking abyss. Cool. I mean, I've always gotten rid of that, like, infected stuff as soon as I could. I didn't realize it could give you aberrations. That's nice. This one just has an ice shard. And I can't put stuff in storage, so let's just talk to the ice shard. That is forever staring at the eyes of death. A spire of glassy ice stands in the shadow of the cliffs. Across the water, a monstrous visage peers from an icy tomb. A sound of anger lashes from within. Murder! Betrayer men! Left us here, your sleepless god! The voice abates. Wait, your shadow. It speaks another shape. Please, save us all. Find the axe. Undo this, the betrayer. Who are you? First officer. Safety of the crew. Failed them. Should have. Cursed place. Find the axe. Undo this. What happened? The men saw lights. Southern cliff at night. Captain I would look into. We rode alone. He was restless, sleepless. We passed walls of ice. Finally arrived. The great horn, into view. The words drift in, some carried away on the wind. Pulled ashore, quickly. The size of it, the light, somehow he knew. Eyes were wild, he was whispering, answering. He said, it chose him, alone. Avert my eyes. Could not help. Look upon. We fought. Cold hands. An iron grip. Breathless. What the fuck is that? What's this thing in the ice? The shape in the ice shrinks into itself. I know not. The eyes open, watching. Shadow of shadow through the ice. Yet more, closed still. It cannot arise. Break the ice. Cull the heart. Find the axe. Undo this, the betrayer. Break the axe. Must not fully awaken. The eyes. Close them. Strike the heart. You strike hard against the center of the shard, where the shadowy shape appears darkest. A deep crack chases upwards, cleaving away fragments that fall and shatter. The structure peels open, split to its core. A glistening stone lies cracked by broken shapes, wispy threads of starlight trailing from it. Frozen heart. A brilliant crystal of pure ice. Gossamer filaments of radiant light drift from within. Well, I know somewhere those can go. You take the stone and leave. And we definitely didn't kill that guy. We set his soul free. So if anybody comes looking for him, that's the story. this is a completely pointless place to be. How many of those axes do we get? Just 3. So I don't even know where the last one's gonna be. Probably somewhere. I see you, and I also see that. We will go east and then north, because I feel like I'm getting nice and crazy. Plus we can drop off that other thingamajig. Eep. And yeah, I guess I'll break this guy out too while I'm at it. Captain gets it last though, because Captain brought this on everybody. You strike hard against the center of the shard, where the shadowy shape appears darkest. A deep crack chases upwards, cleaving away fragments that fall and shatter. Whoosh. Nice. I can't imagine that horrible big creature is in any way, shape, or form friendly, and so I assume that any actions that makes it unhappy must be the right one. But perhaps I'm wrong about that, and we are simply playing into its hand. Only time will tell. I'm gonna also swim around and drop off the fish that I have currently, pick up some crabs, and fuck. Look away for just long enough to crash. Where's those ice? Crazy rock. Where's the crazy rock? I went the wrong way. This isn't even the way I was going. It's going north. That's fine. Just need to be a little bit crazy. There you are. Hey. The stone trembles before you. Unknown symbols glow from within. A sudden chill rushes through the marrow of your bones, surging up your arm, your neck. A deep vision enters your mind. Darkness. The deep. Then, sparks of light, as tooth and spine meet horn and nail. Two primeval forces clashing at the bottom of the world. After an age, a victor triumphs, sundering the other into impossibly large remnants that ascend to the surface, slowly to be claimed by the sky. But the broken body holds power still, threads of crimson essence reaching out through the water, stretching to unite the creature once more. As the remains break the surface, ice begins to form. Yeah. I'm sure waking up that big bad... Oh my god! No. I'm sure breaking up or doing things with that horrible big monster will not have any consequences to speak of. I think I could take a few of these games. I know you have to use your imagination a bit, but I could probably take a couple of them. And now I'm also just curious about if I can leave like one of those rotting things in my inventory and just kind of see what happens. But it's not hard to get that infected stuff because they happen pretty much Please, brain, finish the thought. Whenever you use the atrophy spell, where you like harvest a whole area, they usually have an infected fish with it. Maybe always, but at least usually. You don't have a color associated with you, do you? No. Apparently that's how you tell what the painter in Little Marrow needs, is they have, like, colors in their description, but who knows. I just saw that we've been going for over an hour, so I guess I'll actually call it there for now, because surely my kids will wake up soon and make playing impossible anyways. So let's make that happen. Thank you for those of you who tuned in to watch me play Dredge today. We went to the Pale Reach, we found a very angry narwhal, we learned about some shady shit that a captain was doing, and a horrible eye monster that's trapped in the ice. We will see how that resolves some other time, or I'll do it on my off hours, who can say. But regardless, thank you for those of you who tuned in to watch me. I always appreciate it. If you enjoyed this, please consider following me on Twitch or subscribing to my YouTube channel at DatBeardDad. My YouTube channel has all my backlog stuff. I also just got an Instagram and a TikTok, which are just also my shorts, so I'm giving you the heads up now. You can follow me wherever you want to, but for now those platforms are just for shorts. So I think that's everything. So I will be back here on Friday, and I hope to see you there. So bye. Bye.